Bueno, amigas, get ready with me. We're gonna go on a date y les voy a contar one of the most traumatizing stories I've ever lived. First, we're starting off with our SPF, Milani. This was sophomore year in high school. I remember I had recently gotten out of having kidney stones. Remember the story? So, I was so traumatized with the pain. Now, at the time, I did have a little boyfriend, and let's just say we did the nasty, yes, and we just left to do grocery shopping, right? And didn't think anything of it. I didn't know, like, you had to, pee after, shower after, So that same night, I started feeling weird. I started feeling, low back pains, but I thought it was still from the kidney stones, that, my lower back was still hurting. And I'm like, I'm just not going to think anything of it. And that week, I used to work at Converse. They had me work, pick up so many hours. I was doing crazy overtime as a minor. But I'm like, dude, I'm getting this bag. This is Kiehl's iZone treatment. Best treatment. Fast forward, I've worked 3 days and I would do shipments. So it was lifting heavy boxes. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just that I'm lifting too much. I'm not lifting correctly. My back is starting to hurt more. And I'm like, something is wrong with my body. I started getting hives and I'm like, okay, this is not normal. Amigas, this cream is from Marshall's. You guys were asking me. I sometimes mix my foundation with it, but today I'm just going to hydrate my face. Fast forward, it's Friday, last day. I had to go to school. I was getting ready, and I remember before my boyfriend at the time picked me up, I got the worst pain. That night, I had a fever all night, and I was shaking, and I'm like, okay, I need to go to the hospital. This is it. So I called him, and I said, hey, can you drive me to the hospital? And he was like, what the heck? Are you okay? And I said, no, I'm not. Something's wrong with my body. He's like, okay. So we drove to the hospital, and then when I got in, she was like, okay, where's the pain? And I'm like, my lower back is hurting like crazy. I can't even walk. I was bent over, and I was like, I recently had kidney stones. And she was like, but it's not the same pain. And I said, no, it's not. It's getting to that pain, but it's not. She was like, I know exactly what you have. And I'm like, now the lady's like, have you ever gotten a pap smear before? And I said, no, I don't know what that is. She was like, when they check you down there? And I said, no. Y'all, the nurse came in and she goes, we're gonna have to perform a pap smear on you. And I'm like, till this day, I don't know why. And I said, but I've never gotten that done. And she was like, okay, honey, you're gonna have to hold his hands because it's gonna hurt the first time. And I said, okay. Dude, when I tell you that lady just full on, it's like these clamps. She just rammed in. You guys, I just wish she would have walked me through it maybe, because I didn't really know what to expect. So they admitted me into a room, and when the doctor came in, he was surprised. He goes, whoa, you're young. And I said, and he goes, everyone in this floor is super old. Their kidneys are failing. So, and I'm like, thanks, doctor. So my fever was so bad. My back pain was so bad. They did a whole bunch of scans. And they're like, we have to make sure this bacteria doesn't get worse. And I said, what do you mean? And they were like, yeah, because I wasn't peeing. And if you stop peeing, then the water, the pee, goes up into your kidney. I just didn't know, okay? Nobody really talked to me, and I don't blame my mom, but nobody ever talked to me about what a UTI was. If I would have known, I would have caught it in time. I had a UTI before it. That's the whole thing that it started. I got a UTI infection from not washing down there after doing the nasty. So then the doctor asked me, why didn't you tell anybody? And I said, because I was scared. It was more of I was embarrassed. Why am I not being able to pee? Why is it burning? Why is it hurting? And nobody ever talked to me about this. And when I looked it up on Google, I was basically dying, Please, whenever you feel this, you have to tell someone. And I said, yeah, I know. Now I know. So I was hospitalized for 3 days. It was crazy. They put morphine in me. The fever didn't want to go down. I got the flu at the same time. So nobody could go into my room. It's not like my ex visited me anyway, so there's that. But when I tell you guys the pain got as bad as kidney stones, after that I'm like, bro, I need to take care of my kidneys. My kidneys have gone through it. And then one of the days that I was hospitalized, the nurse accidentally put the heater on my room, and my room got so hot. It didn't help my fever go down, and I was burning, and I didn't understand why. And when the doctor came in, he goes, why is it so hot in here? And it turns out she put the heater in my room. Bueno, amiga, so if you can learn anything from the story, because obviously so many things have happened to Valeria. After you're done doing the nasty, please go and pee time. Girl, it can save you a whole ass UTI, a kidney infection, a trip to the damn hospital, because you know how much they charged me for that trip? You should have paid for it. So I did this off camera, but I want to show you guys. I hopped on this trend very late, but it is dipping your spoolie into your eyebrow gel and putting it on your lashes to get that like longness, and it kind of separates them before putting on your mascara. Like the difference that I see when I do this is crazy, and they don't feel heavy at all. I just opened up my new Sky High Maybelline mascara. I used to be a Too Faced, Better Than Sex girl. I used to be Lancome, but those mascaras are super expensive. Like, girl, $28 every single time, and I go through them really quick. I'm like, yeah, no. Okay, so back to the story. Remember, ladies, if you have a UTI, don't be ashamed. Go get help, because honestly, it will save you a lot. I feel bad because now after that, I mean, obviously my mom knew that I was doing the nasty, and I'm like, they asked me in front of her, and I had to say yes because I wasn't gonna lie. I can't lie, especially to my mom. I can't lie. So, oh girls, and another thing, don't let these nasty ass boys be touching y'all with them nasty ass fingers and hands, you know, because in el momento you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, like, let's do it. No, girl, have some wipes, have some hand sanitizer, because no, you're not touching me with your dirty ass fingernails. Cut them first, you know. I feel like I'm playing more with makeup because I have a little bit more time. Maybe this is like basic makeup to a lot of you, but like to me, I'm very proud. Because I'm going into more of like the cream contour, and then I use like powder at the same time, and I'm like, Valeria, look at you, honey. I got this gloss here in Colombia, right? And it's clear. But when you put it on, look at this. Hold on. I'll do half. Do you guys see that? Apparently, it goes with your mood. Now, my lips aren't... I just spit. My lips aren't big, so... I have to, like, double line them. And then it, like, dries up, and you could take the gloss out, and it just stays. I'll show you. Look. De mancha. I love it.